We good? Okay. All right. Good evening, y'all. I'm Liz Francho, and I'm so excited to be sharing with y'all what's going on. I have been passionate about health and nutrition and counseling, and I'm just really excited to share with y'all what is going on in my life. So I've been studying a lot about health, particularly in America, and we are definitely in a health crisis. So right now we're spending so much money on healthcare management, and we are experiencing more and more issues with our healthcare costs, and it's projected to even increase in 2020. So right now we basically have a disease care system in mental health as well as chronic disease, and it's costing us so much money. So we really need a revolution. We really need to think about shifting from sick care to health care, and it's really important to start thinking of how can we do this by taking responsibility for our health. So this is just a little bit about me. I got into nutrition in high school. I was a runner, and I just knew what I put in my body was important, but I didn't know how important that was. And it wasn't until my senior year of high school when I actually passed out at the state meet for cross country that I realized I really needed to learn more. I hadn't fueled my body properly for that race, and I ended up having to be disqualified. So in college, I raced triathlons, and I learned more about the importance of nutrition in order to fuel for a longer race. And it has really helped impact me to learn even more about nutrition. So after college, I studied health coaching and healing with raw foods. And this was really an amazing experience. This gentleman here in the picture is Dan McDonald, and he teaches about raw food diet and getting the nutrition of vine ripened foods in your body, and how that can help to restore and repair the mind and the body. I went back to grad school, and I knew I wanted to help people. I knew I wanted to do some sort of combination with counseling, mental health, addiction, as well as nutrition. And so I studied social work and public health, but with a passion for prevention of really wanting to educate and help people with this information and resources as early in their lives as possible. So I really do believe that God designed us to have abundant health, and we do have a lot of stress in our lives, and due to genetics as well as environmental toxins, we really a lot of people are not living in that place of health, either mentally as well as physically. And so I really am passionate about helping people to restore their bodies back to health through nutrition as well as through counseling. And so I'm working toward building my private practice around this. So I really believe where we have a vision, right there, we put a vision out there, there is provision. And so it's really neat. I just got aligned with this mission that is a much greater vision than me, which is so important. And I met Severin on an airplane, actually, about 2 years ago, and she was on the same mission of helping people with prevention through nutrition, and also through community and through a like-minded community. So I'm going to have Severin share a little bit about how she got involved in sharing this mission as well.
Thanks, Liz. It is just amazing how God brings people into your lives. And my husband James and I met Liz on a plane, as she mentioned, and we feel like she's a part of our family today. It's such a blessing. And we realized very quickly we had the whole health and wellness interest in common, and we were on a similar mission. My family has seen so many health benefits from adding whole food nutrition. We hardly ever get sick anymore. My husband used to suffer with severe seasonal allergies, and we no longer have to buy Allegra or Claritin over the counter. And we used to buy so much of it that we would have a whole cabinet full. It was amazing. He also suffered with asthma, and we did not go anywhere without the inhaler. And just recently, we threw away the last inhaler, and it had been expired for 10 years. So that tells you how long it's been that we've been working on our health and nutrition. We also have seen my gut heal. I have suffered with severe IBS for years, but because of all the whole food nutrition and healthy lifestyle that I've been growing in, it is a journey. I'm never going to be perfect, but as I continue to grow, my body continues to heal, and I love that. I have less joint pain, which is amazing because I've been a runner for many years, and I really enjoy running and hiking, and I want to be outside, but I used to suffer with pretty systemic inflammation. My brother reduced his high blood pressure medication, or his high blood pressure, by just adding more whole foods, and eventually went off his medication with the help of his doctor. I love that. But, you know, after we had so much success with this concentrated whole food nutrition, primarily found in Juice Plus, but we also just did a lot of things in our normal day-to-day life to eat more whole food nutrition. We knew we wanted to share that with everyone we loved. It just made sense because our family had had such a great experience, and this was kind of a new concept to us. We didn't grow up in a family that understood a whole lot about plant-based diets. So for me, I decided to join this mission and get on board. And eventually, I was working in corporate America. I was in a very high stressful job. I was a salesperson. I was on an airplane every week. And what I was able to do when I decided to join this mission was reduce from a full-time job to a part-time, and eventually replace that income and got out of corporate America, which has been amazing for my health and for my time freedom, my financial freedom. We love what's happening in basically eliminating a very stressful job from our lives. If we can go to the next screen, Liz, I want to talk a little bit about how we are basically being able to dream today, not just make a living, but making a life. And this is a Tower Garden farm in Asheville, North Carolina. And my husband and I are planning at stages right now and getting our savings and funding together to do this same environment in a small town called Roaring Gap. That's where our dream home is going to be built in the mountains. And we're going to provide healthy, nutritious greens to restaurants. So it'll be a farm to table concept, and also to those who can't afford to buy their own fresh produce. And I'll finish out with our big, big dream. Liz, it's the next slide. We are realizing that God has not just helped us to financially find our own freedom, and both time freedom and financial freedom, but also to give back. And our why is getting so much bigger because we are working with children in Kenya. These are HIV positive children who really have a compromised immune system. So we are getting whole food nutrition into these guys, and we are going to be putting a Tower Garden farm like you just saw on the slide before, so that they can grow their own nutritious greens. And this is just amazing how God started with our lives, helped us get healthy. We're still on the journey. We're going to continue to get healthy every day, and how we were eventually able to leave our corporate America job and now give back by creating a nonprofit called Kale for Kenya, and how God obviously wants these children to have really great nutrition in their bodies. So that's our dream, that's our story, and Liz, I'll let you take it back over.
Thank you so much, Severin. So Severin, it's just very inspiring to see how something as simple as concentrated fruits and vegetables can become something so much bigger. And that's really what is so wonderful about the simplicity of Juice Plus, is that it's just whole food nutrition in capsule form or gummy, and protein powder, as well as the Tower Gardens. So we have easy and convenient. These are the Juice Plus capsules. The quad is here in my hand. It's veggie, fruits, berries, and all vegan omegas. And so it's whole food nutrition in a capsule. And so it's so much more than just a vitamin. Vitamin is an isolated nutrients, and this is actual food that's been dehydrated at a low temperature and then put into a vegan capsule. And so it's immediately bioavailable when it enters into your gut. It's digested and immediately absorbed into your cells. It's gluten-free, vegan, and NSF certified, which is a very high, like a very strict form of of like a clearance. And so it's safe for elite athletes, and it's also shows that there's like no contaminants or pesticides in it. So they're very clean. Quick and delicious. So I'm pretty busy. I'm sure a lot of y'all are too, as well as sometimes you're just not in the mood of like cooking a full meal. And the Juice Plus Complete is a wonderful meal replacer or post-workout. And it's called Complete because it has the complete amino acid profile. A lot of protein powders out there these days actually have um, a lot more protein in them than your body can actually digest. And this is a balance between amino acids, fiber, and carbohydrate that your body can really break down and absorb and use immediately. It too is all vegan and very high quality proteins and NSF certified, gluten free, all that. And then the simple and fun. So this is the Tower Garden. It's an aeroponic growing system. Really amazing technology that allows people to grow their own food on their porch, outside, in the yard, or indoors with the light. And it is just incredible to see that these are now being used in places where people can't grow food year round, or places like Canada where a head of lettuce is like $10. And so the Tower Garden is really changing the landscape of food. We do need to have more vertical growing to be able to feed people over the next 30 years. So you're going to be seeing a lot more of these. Actually, downtown Atlanta just opened up a Tower Garden farm at the MARTA station. So it's just really exciting. So through Juice Plus, you're able to get a residential Tower Garden. And we can also talk if you're ever interested in learning more about the Tower Garden farms. So 75% of all chronic disease is preventable. And we're also seeing that with predisposition to mental illness, you can also use whole food nutrition as well as reducing stress to hide that genetic mutation by being able to support your body nutritionally. And so we really do need to make sure that we're fueling our body with more fruits and vegetables daily, reducing our stress, and supporting our body with what it needs. So we do have a challenge. The average American consumes less than 2 servings per day of fruits and vegetables. And it's, some days it's on the low end like that for me, even someone who is highly educated in it and very motivated. And so I'm just so grateful for Juice Plus in that even days when I can't eat a full meal or have a lot of fruits and vegetables in my diet, I can take the capsules and have a shake and at least be getting something healthy in my body every day. So I want to invite you to join the revolution. We need to have more people that are educated, interested, and wanting to take responsibility for their health, for their mental health and physical health. And so you can join me through encouragement, your prayers, referrals. If you know people that are wanting to change the landscape of their future with their health, then please send them my way. This is my passion, and I would be so happy to help them. And if you're interested in incorporating more whole food nutrition, I'd love to share more about the capsules, the gummies, protein powder, and the Tower Garden. And if you feel like this is part of your mission as well, we would love for you to consider to join our team and to learn more about the community that we have here in Atlanta. We have a lot of people that are working together to spread this message and to just incorporate it into the fabric of your life. And like you saw with Severin and myself, it just becomes kind of a part of who you are, and it's just easy to share this mission and just to have something tangible to also give people, to give them hope and the nutrition that they need. So we're going to be on the line here for a while. We'd love to answer any questions. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight. This just means so much to my heart because I care so much about this and want to keep sharing it. So y'all can unmute yourselves and we'll turn the recording off, and feel free to ask any questions.